You must have heard the name Draupadi Murmu, India's 15th president and the second woman to hold this position. But did you know she's also the first tribal president of India belonging to the legacy of Santhal tribe? And this tribe, once considered peaceful forest dwellers, led a revolt so powerful that it made the British Empire tremble. This is the story of the 1855 Santhal Rebellion, a tribal uprising that shook the foundations of colonial rule. Who are the Santhals? The word Santhal comes from Sam and Thal. Sam means calm or peaceful. The Santhal tribe is the third largest tribal community in India, mostly found in Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal, and also in Bangladesh and Nepal. They speak Santhali, worship natural resources, and are considered amongst the oldest tribes of the subcontinent. Though their exact origins are unclear, it is believed that they trace back to the Champa kingdom of northern Cambodia. Originally, they lived around the Chota Nagpur plateau, practicing shifting agriculture and living semi-nomadic lives. But in the 18th century, they began migrating to Santhal Parganas in Jharkhand and later Odisha. British arrival and exploitation. Before British rule, Santhals lived peacefully in Rajmahal Hills, Birbhum and Chota Nagpur. But after the Great Bengal Famine in 1770, agricultural collapse and migration caused severe revenue losses for the British. To fix this, in 1793, Governor General Lord Cornwallis introduced the permanent settlement system in Bihar and Bengal, granting zamindars permanent land rights in exchange for fixed taxes. To increase revenue, the British needed more farmland. So, they cut forests in Bengal, Bihar, Odisha and Jharkhand and sought a workforce skilled in forest clearing. They turned to the Santhals. In 1832, the East India Company demarcated Rajmahal Hills and invited Santhals to settle there, offering land and monetary benefits. Santhals migrated from Cuttack, Dhalbhum, Manbhum, Hazaribagh and Mednipur, cleared forests and turned the land into fertile fields. From just 3,000 in 1830, their population grew to 83,000 by the year 1850s. Their cultivation boosted British revenue by 22 times. Exploitation by zamindars and moneylenders. Once the land became productive, zamindars imposed heavy taxes. Santhals borrowed money at high interest rates, often losing their lands when they couldn't repay. Many were forced into bonded labor, facing physical and mental abuse. The cruel exploitation led to suicides and rising anger. Eventually, the Santhals decided they had had enough. It was time to fight back. The rebellion begins. 30th June 1855. On 30th June 1855, Sidhu Murmu and Kanhu Murmu gathered 10,000 Santhals and formed a rebel army including farmers, women and villagers. Their sisters Phulo and Jhano also played key roles. They took an oath to free their homeland from British control and end the company rule. The rebellion spread fast. They drove out zamindars, moneylenders, and British agents from many villages, liberating Rajmahal Hills, Birbhum, and Bhagalpur districts. They even killed policemen who came to arrest their leaders and destroyed railways and postal networks, shocking the British administration. The British strike back. The British first sent a small army, which the Santhals defeated, boosting their morale. Realizing the rebellion's seriousness, the British dispatched a large modern army with advanced firearms. The Nawab of Murshidabad and local zamindars sided with the British, even sending elephants to destroy Santhal settlements. The Santhals fought with bows and arrows against modern guns. On 10th November 1855, the British imposed martial law in Santhal areas. Over the next months, through brutal military action, they regained control. By 3rd January 1856, the rebellion was crushed. Sidhu and Kanhu Murmu were killed, many villages were destroyed, and thousands of Santhals were massacred. Aftermath and legacy. Though brutally suppressed, the rebellion shook the British. In 1856, they passed the Santhal Parganas Tenancy Act, granting Santhals land protection and prohibiting the sale of tribal lands to non-tribals. The Santhal Hul became a symbol of tribal courage. Despite lacking modern weapons, they stood fearlessly against the British Empire, inspiring later freedom fighters and paving the way for the revolt of 1857. So what do you think? If the Santhals had modern weapons like the British, could they have defeated the empire completely? And do you agree that the Santhal Rebellion laid the groundwork for the 1857 revolt? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more untold stories from Indian history. Thank you.